What's up, guys? It's Headshot Coasters, and today I'm bringing you the next coaster for Hershey Park. It's by me, obviously. Before I do start, I was supposed to upload yesterday, but I was lazy, and it was Friday, and I love Fridays, so I decided to take the day off. Plus, I had a busy day and all that. So, basically, let's get right into it. So, here are my current next coaster for park videos. I've done 6 of these so far. This is my 7th one. You guys have seemed to been liking them all. You actually really like the next coaster for Great Adventure one. But so yeah, you guys can look at these for a sec. You can pause the video if you want, and afterwards, if you want, you can check them out. So here's some of the park stats. It was founded in 1906. It is owned by Hershey Entertainment, or the Hershey family, however you want to say it. It currently has 14 roller coasters. It covers 121 acres. They're expanding, so that's great. And it's located in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Hershey Park. It's like an hour west of Philadelphia, I believe. So, yeah, not that far. Pretty good location. So, the last 5 coasters, this year they're getting Candemonium, the B&M Hyper Coaster. In 2015, they got Laugh Track, which was a Matter spinning coaster. In 2014, they got Coco Cruiser, just a Zamperla kiddie coaster. 2012, they got the Intamin Sky Rush, another hyper coaster. Everyone's going like, why did it get 2 hypers? It's the whole intensity thing. And then 2008, they got Fahrenheit, which was like just a standard Intamin steel looping coaster. So the park current coasters, they have 2 hyper coasters, a B&M invert, an Intamin launch coaster, a GCI dueling wooden coaster, a GCI wooden coaster. They got a Mack Wild Mouse, an indoor spinning coaster, a Mine Train, a Schwarzkopf looper, an Intamin steel coaster, a Philadelphia PTC Woody, a Vekoma Boomerang, and a kiddie coaster. That's a pretty good lineup, actually. They got 3 wooden coasters. This is pretty good for a park of that size. And they got some classics, Mine Train and Schwarzkopf. They got a few good Intamins and the B&M Hypers and, B&M Invert, too. All pretty good coasters. The Intamin steel coaster, yeah. So basically, I think Hershey Park's next coaster will be, I'm saying a 20% chance of a Vekoma family suspended coaster. Some of the pros, they take up a small amount of space. Take the one at Fun Spot America, for example. It goes from the front to the back of the park, but it's not really a big park. And also, it just goes over the midway. They don't cost a lot. A few million. Yeah, nothing probably I think you could probably get one for less than 10 million. Oh, maybe even around 5 million. I don't really look into prices and all that, but kind of just generally speaking. And also they're a good coaster for growing families, or I guess people who are getting more into coasters. They're like, screw these kiddie coasters. They're stupid. In the and they're on that Mine Train and the spinning coaster and this type of level. Some of the cons, Vekoma hasn't worked with Hershey in years. Like I said, they got the Vekoma Boomerang. I don't know how long ago that was, but not within the past, I don't think it was in the 21st century, so yeah. Also, the park does have many family coasters. They got the kiddie coaster. They got the kiddie coaster and a bunch of family coasters. They got a spinning coaster, a Wild Mouse, a Mine Train. They got all that stuff. And one is actually in the same state at Merle Entertainment. There's a Vekoma family suspended coaster. And that's one of the best ones, actually. So it's gonna be hard to compete with that. Now I'm saying a 30% chance of a Mack Power Splash. Some of the pros. The park only has one water ride. Take away all that water. If you are counting the water park, they have a log flume, and that's it. They're becoming a splash in the industry. Get my water pun? Sorry about that. That's my YouTube pun or coaster pun. People are getting them. Six Flags is getting them. They're getting big in Asia and Europe, so getting more popular. It's a more intense ride, and but they're still good for everyone. Some of the cons, low capacity. I've said this for every pros and cons, every video I've had this in. I'm gonna say it for everyone. The low capacity, unless if it's for a small park, of course. This is a huge park, and if they don't have that turntable, this is gonna be long, 2-hour long line, and on some of those real weekend summer days, The ride layout is very basic and short. It's a shuttle, I think, I think it's a shuttle coaster. I mean, it's very basic and cheap, which is good. But like, if they're gonna be popping up all over like Six Flags, if Six Flags is gonna buy one for most of their parks, and like, yeah, that's not gonna be fun. And finally, they're becoming very repetitive. Like I said, that was basically like, yeah, that type of deal. So I'm saying a 50% chance of an Intamin Blitz coaster. Some of the pros, they're very intense compared to recent editions. After Sky Rush, they got the Laugh Track, the Spain coaster, and the Zamperla Kitty coaster. And this year they're getting Candymonia. However, you gotta consider the fact that B&M Hypers aren't as intense as some of the Intamin coasters. I mean, yeah, you get the airtime, but they aren't like the longest layouts, and they are full of twisters and they don't twist you all around and stuff, and they aren't as tight. They provide long twisty layouts. Hershey Park has a lot of their coasters there. They're kind of like decent lanes. Some longer than others, but some of the more recent coasters, they're kind of shorter. So I think this will be a nice fit. And also, they can break records, like, with this. Most inversions on a launch coaster. I actually know what that is, but I'm sure they can break it. Or most transitions on a coaster, or most airtime hills on a launch coaster. Stuff like that, Some of the cons, there is one, but they're getting one at Busch Gardens Williamsburg this year, if it opens. Pantheon, and there's one in Cedar Point Maverick. I mean, it's kind of like the whole north, like, that whole, area is kind of like a whole competitive thing with, Busch Gardens, Hershey Park, Dorney Park, Kennywood, Kings Island, Cedar Point, Kings Dominion, all that, all those parks in, Knoebels. Yeah. Also, Intamin has got to be mad at, Hershey Park. I mean, they install a B&M Hyper, and, they think Hershey likes it, and then they're getting another hyper coaster from a different manufacturer. It basically shows them something like, well, why are you getting a similar ride from them? I mean, it's not really similar, but why are you getting a 200-foot coaster from them when you already got one from us? Stuff like that, Also, they have many issues. I mean, Maverick also often has downtime as well as some of the other ones. Pantheon is going to have issues. I mean, not as many. Newer coasters are just getting better, but still, they have issues. The launches can, and some of the transitions will be, intense for people, so, And as I was looking into this, as I was recording this, it occurred to me, they already have an Intamin launch coaster, so, I mean, yeah, this is technically a different type, but still. So, what year will this happen? With the park just buying a large plot of land recently, I think this might happen in 2023. They went a 5-year gap between Laugh Track, the Spain coaster, and the Candymonia. But however, before that, it was every 4 or 5 years, 3 to 5 years about. So I think that this will happen around 2023. Maybe even sooner. Maybe it was supposed to happen in 2022, but the pandemic, I don't know, something like that happened. So anyways, thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment down below. Check out some of my other Next Coaster videos. You guys seem to like the Great Adventure one, and Magic Mountain, Cedar Point, Kings Island, Dollywood, and Fiesta, Texas. I got them all on my channel. I'll be doing Carowinds next. I've also got Kings Island on my channel, and after Carowinds, I plan to do Great America, or Six Flags Great America, as well as Kings Dominion, California's Great America, Knott's, and some of the parks in Texas, and yeah. So thanks for watching, subscribe, and I will see you later. Goodbye.